Hey everybody, it's Dave here, and it's Casual Friday in Caldwell's office tonight. So I'm just chilling in my running clothes. I would like to I've got a few things I want to run by you. First and foremost, I'm going to be in the office until about 10 o'clock today. If you have any questions, you can give me a call. I'm at 360-992-6132, and I'll be here again until 10 o'clock. This week we have, or I'm sorry, last week's discussion is great at the wellness and moving, and that, quite frankly, was an amazing discussion for me to really see the progressive growth in everyone's posts. You guys are getting a sense of what it is I'm looking for in your discussions, and really it's becoming a lot easier for me to grade just by saying you're doing amazing. So keep up the great work. It's really a true pleasure to begin grading things when it becomes easier and everything flows really well. And quite frankly, there's not a lot of critiquing. It's just more or less kind of patting you on the back and saying great work. So this week we have a wellness and feelings discussion. As you probably already know, the tasks connected with those, I would like to introduce you to a new task, and that is the What Brings You Joy exercise. And many of you already did the What Brings You Joy, or I'm sorry, the Circle of Joy in the textbook. But I would like you to maybe include someone in your family or a close friend or maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend in this exercise. And that is in my face-to-face class. Now I'm going to tell you what it is, and you just have to make this your own. You have to modify it. But in my face-to-face class last Tuesday, we did something in class that was a lot of fun. It's called What Brings You Joy. And it's where we sit literally shoulder to shoulder, knee to knee with someone. So we're just inches apart. And we're just like, I would ask you, what brings you joy? And you would respond with a single word answer. Just one word, maybe two. But the idea is that there's no explanation necessary. So you're not trying to, my car because it's so fast. No, it's my car. Something simple and clear, no explanation. And then you move right into what brings you joy. What brings you joy? What brings you joy? It's the same question, 4 words over and over, and coming from one person, and the other person is simply responding by saying a single word. And meanwhile, the person that's asking the question, what brings you joy, is also writing down the responses, so that when you're done, you can show them, and they'll have this tangible piece of things that bring them joy. And these things might be things that are more internal, like nature. I enjoy just kind of being alone. I enjoy reading a book. Or they might have some sort of monetary value. I enjoy my car. I enjoy shopping. So just really, try to figure what does bring you joy, and are they tangible pieces of something, or are they more non-tangible items? What are they? And it doesn't really matter. The idea is that you find those pieces of joy, and that you seek those types of things out regularly, because the alternative assignment is essentially how to deal with anger. And although there's a lot of value with that, and I hope that you have a chance to complete that assignment, the spirit of the textbook is that at least this chapter is that it ends on a positive note. And so in any case, that's a 4-minute task that we do in my class, and you just leave it at 4 minutes. You don't want this thing looming on for 6 or 7 minutes, because then it can get quite boring. So there's going to be a start point at 0 and an end point at 4 minutes, and it's just continuous cycle of questions. And what you'll notice is, remember, think back to the introduction in the textbook, the iceberg model. Whereas you only see 10% of someone's psyche, or of the mask that a person may wear. Well, after a minute or two of what brings you joy, you start to get beneath that 10%, and it gets really interesting because you can only fake things for so long, and then you kind of have to start really sharing some of those internal things that you hold so dear to your heart of what truly brings you joy. And I did this with my kids and my wife, and I found it to be very a rewarding experience for all, quite frankly. It was just something that I learned a lot about my kids, learned a lot about my wife. Even though we've been married for 12 or 13 years. And yes, I know how many years we've been married. We're going on 13 here on the 22nd, actually. So someone shoot me an email and remind me of that. In any case, next, so that's the Circle of Joy. Try it, make it your own. And I'll just say this, if you struggle, like if you have a family that maybe you're not close to, but you really have a longing to be close, or maybe a relationship, same thing, or friends that you just aren't as close as maybe you like, make up these types of assignments and just say, hey, I have an assignment in my Health 101 class that I have to do. And he wants me to do this with family member. Would you mind if we did this real quick? And it'll only take about 10 minutes. And if you can kind of blame me, I guess, that's okay. You're sensing that this may bring you a little bit closer, and I think that's wonderful. So blame me, and I'll take all the heat. In any case, many of you know by now, I've been receiving a few emails that next week is the emotional wellness paper. And you can receive extra credit if you email me by Sunday at midnight the option you're choosing for that assignment. Now, quite frankly, it doesn't matter to me which option you choose. In fact, if you get if you're really having a hard time choosing between one or the other option, one of the three options, and you have two, and maybe the art therapy is very a great form of therapy for you, or a great method of communication for you, or you just like to do it and you want to connect that with maybe the second option, you go for it. Make this thing yours, and that's when learning really happens, is when you make these assignments yours. In any case, let me know which option you are choosing, or if you're stuck between two, that's fine. Just let me know that this just essentially tells me that you've read the assignment. Because this emotional wellness paper isn't going to take you 5 minutes. It's not like you can just pop on some discussion and fake it. It's going to take you at least a couple of hours to really marinate with the content, really get the idea of what it is we're looking for. And again, this is another assignment, quite frankly, that it's another just pat you on the back assignment, quite frankly. As long as you answer the questions, you're going to be okay. So I really want you to not think of the emotional wellness paper as an assignment, but yet maybe a kind of a release moment for some. So in any case, shoot me an email by Sunday. You'll get some extra points. I'm going to be going out of town, so you may not get those points until Monday when I return. But I will try to tend to Canvas periodically and check things. Again, send me a message through Canvas, and not post discussion assignments, because I won't actually go back and read those because I don't get notifications for that. So I will try to respond to questions I get through Canvas email. And you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to hit the slopes, maybe. I think we're going to Sun River tomorrow, today. And I don't know what we're doing. I hope we're going to be as lazy as possible, though. So you guys have a great weekend. It's the weekend of love, Valentine's weekend. And for those of you who are single, I know that the Camas Library is having a singles night, which, boy, that sounds like a real hoot. But I'm sure there's a lot of things that y'all can do out there to enjoy companionship on February 14th. So you guys have a great and safe weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.